Hello and welcome to part 2 of Hogwarts Legacy. We just got sorted. That's weird, the cursor wasn't showing up. Okay. Alright, let's go. Okay. So, still pretty much at the beginning here, just finished the tutorial.
Just have to wait for the right moment.
So, what's up, classmates?
Be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
I'm not sure this is the right spot.
Oh, can I grab some fruit? Gotta have a healthy breakfast.
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with. But I can't seem to find it. Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones?
My own little expression.
This
I brought
girl's
this
kind of
Dittany
like
seedling
Luna.
from home, and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see.
She comes up, starts
Meet
talking to
I'm
you.
Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha.
Just want him to be
Is
in a
Dittany
happy
used
place.
in Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, it seems to know a lot about practical magic.
Sure.
Professor Fig does know a great deal about, different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Isn't it Hufflepuffs who like plants? Start discriminating.
Is it common practice for students to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it. And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients, as long as your brews are all perfect.
Okay.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you.
So
And
that
good luck
leads
to
to
you
me
too on
growing
your
some
first
plants. Maybe it's too early for that.
One boy fell off his broom during my fine class. Good thing Kagawa was there to catch him.
I want to fly.
That's just brilliant, Amit. Brilliant! You'd think you could... why hello. Would you like to take a look? Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have you in Ravenclaw. Never met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy?
Oh, yes. So much to be learned from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and night sky above the tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I hope astronomy
I
is on my
actually do
schedule.
like astronomy.
Sounds interesting.
I have good news for
wanna
you.
get a telescope.
You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all 5th years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh,
With
and
the
speaking of class, better get to my
Hogwarts night
first one of the
sky.
year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you.
Hermione would elect you. In fact, why didn't Hermione get Ravenclaw?
This should be interesting.
One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right. What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters. And you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
I'm glad to be here. Ready for classes to start.
Good. Glad to hear it. Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Hey there, new Ravenclaw. Professor Weasley is looking for you just outside. You had best not keep her waiting.
See. Oh, down below.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
First year owls.
Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
About time.
This way.
Better
The
not go
guide will give
wandering
you
off.
opportunities to practice your magic
She doesn't look
and
like she will
educate yourself about
put
wizarding
up with any
lore.
crap.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can
Lumos.
provide?
Oh, wrong one.
Revelio.
Oh. Leaving you in the dust, lady. Collected. Oh. It's like how you log stuff. Level challenges. Okay. Easy enough. Oh, she got it locked down again.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Oh, look, she runs ahead. Gotta take the inside track, don't you know?
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
Make you run.
Revelio.
What's this? What's this I see? Oh.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker.
Oh.
Your field guide contains
cool.
a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay. Oh. Undiscovered. Okay. Housing, school. Oh. Okay. Rotate the map and flew. Is that the groundskeeper's house
And here we
on the
are.
edge of the cliff?
Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Because you can't
You can get
disapparate
almost anywhere in the castle quickly from
in the
Central Hall.
castle.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive, our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both charms and
do I have a
Defense Against
schedule?
Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like
That's
to be
cool.
sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Okay. I know all those
Thank
things.
you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time.
Side
Judging by
quest.
your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
You did, Professor.
I was
He's been
revealing all over
terribly
this
vague
place.
as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Nice cover, Weasley.
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide.
Tutorial
It will
is a
be
little long.
invaluable to you. And invaluable
I kinda wanna
to
watch
me,
it.
as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Oakley dokley.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Main quests, okay.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly
That's
helpful.
nice.
Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I
Yeah, I
have
wanna
more
meet
information
Ollivander.
about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
That's nice.
Revelio.
Monkey? Something procked.
What are you up to now?
Oh, Flu Flame's discovered. What's this? What's this?
Revelio.
This. Oh. Interesting. I just keep hitting that. Alright, there's Kitty. I wonder if that's a McGonagall. Oh.
Revelio.
Got my purple dragonite spectacles. Get some stuff. You do actually use the toilet. Whoa. Alright.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily.
Quest. Begin.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
All right.
Accio.
Yoink.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
All right, just a spot.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So
there are Quidditch players.
And a bit of sport to put our prowess with the
It
summer
has to
charm
be
to the
Quidditch.
test, right?
Quidditch DLC. Alright, so all the basic repair stuff is charms.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, splendid! Don't lose your composure.
Oh, you want me to do it all, huh?
Excellent. Good. Stay focused.
I have to hit it again to release it?
Very good. Happens to the best of us. Very
I was
good.
holding
Points
it,
to
releasing.
Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on
I
now.
didn't get any points. Okay,
You be
okay.
the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, buddy. So,
Watch this.
Okay. Oh, snap. She just comes out with the perfect? Okay. Okay, just get the timing down.
Here we go.
Oh, you can pull in front of him or hit him. Right. So that's what I need to do. If I'm gonna win this one, huh? Okay. Gonna line it up kind of
Do
like
not
pool.
think I will start going easier than that.
I hate that.
Let us see this.
I want it to release on release.
There we go.
Let's see if I can get this better this time. Let's see. No.
I know everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous.
Okay, here we go.
You are doing quite well.
Oh, I just knocked her in the 50. I need to just full on ram him on that one.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Oh, now there's boxes.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Be sharp.
Pretty good.
That is how it's done. Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
Oh. Ah!
Excellent control there.
I don't know, Professor. I was barely hanging on.
Watch this.
You're pretty good. Okay, let's see.
I do not think I will start going easy on you now.
Don't lose your composure.
I don't know if my strategy works. They don't really let you just knock them off that well.
There we go.
I might be able to get this one. See, that one's gonna hit. It's gonna go. So it's more like this one, maybe.
I know
Alright.
everyone is watching, but try not to be nervous. You are
Okay,
doing quite
it
well.
didn't work. So one sec. Okay, here we go. Yeah! Force the tie! If I would have let go, I
Very
could have
good,
got the
both of
win.
you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
A tag game! It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Let's see, do I go the arrogant route? Start getting full of myself?
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, We had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Charming the ladies in charms class.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first
Those were not very
charms
good
lesson lived
conversation
up to
skills.
expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? And what a close match between you and Miss Onai. Invigorating.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Oh yeah, plus 15 HP. I'm the man. I'm gonna jump on the deck. Oh. It won't let me.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Oh yeah.
Revelio.
What did I reveal? Oh, something up there. I mean...
Hello. How was your first day coming along?
Oh, you know.
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Thank you, but it really wasn't all that challenging.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be a bit overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I find Professor Ronan's lessons a bit more challenging than you do.
Revelio.
In my
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was
It's
Albert.
Mad Hatter.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes.
Oh,
I shall
Peeves.
cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flat.
Oh, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister
Oh.
a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't get Peter's back. She says it's a boot and it's
So...
Enough.
Bounce, swiggle, swiggle. We're gonna flew on out of here. Okay. Get a spot of tea. And we run while we drink hot tea.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Oh yeah.
Is that all you've got?
Here we go.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a poacher raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Professor Hecat's a badass.
To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what
As an
we've just
unspeakable?
learned, starting with something small.
Run the dragon.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
That's a nice touch. He's leaning on it and it moves the table and he falls. Alright.
Let us begin with a basic cast.
Okay.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, good. Now, well done.
Oh yeah!
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego.
Okay, I'm pretty good at Protego. I'm pretty good at Protego, sucker! I will counterattack you.
Complicates things.
Oh, does it complicate things? Huh? Huh? Huh?
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Yeah. Oh, let's just say I'm a quick learner, sucker. Think I beat your ass.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise
I
you to
hope
keep
so.
practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
That's pretty dope, alright?
Nice work.
So,
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library.
Oh,
you just
Hermione.
have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Yeah, baby. Oh, what up?
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
You foreshadowing something?
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Oh, yeah. That's what we want to do. I think we're pretty close. Ah, so that's what. Okay. Now I got the flu flame.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps
Green-eyed.
you could help.
Elf.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near... what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a great deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand.
Nice.
You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm ready to go.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
Oh, no
I'd
more
like to
about
go
this
with Sebastian.
dueling
Glad to
club.
hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Rowan's
So
assignment,
go
your friend will meet
find
you at the
him.
castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a
That's
bite
what I
of
think
beer
she
at the Three
means.
Broomsticks.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm, Reparo. Fixes things
Reparo.
right, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to
Gotta
me.
get those
We will have
prerequisites.
you casting Reparo in no time.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor.
Flying pages.
This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Okay, so it was 4? Yeah.
Revelio.
Oh, whoops.
Accio. Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Oh, fine.
Brilliant.
Easy enough. Want
I trust the
more
preliminary
duels.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Enunciation.
Remember, your wand is a conduit
Go
of your
in a
magic.
circle, and now I have to hit F. Oh, okay. Still not terribly difficult. The mending charm.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by
sure.
the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
I have Reparo. You're a wizard, Harry. Alright, cool. Learning stuff. Chest on the map. From the reveal, I think, or something. Oh, I have to get the lock breaking spell. Oh, okay. Those are down.
Well, fancy meeting you here.
Ah.
Hello, Sebastian.
Ah, my new charge. I'm told you're in dire need of supplies, and I'm to accompany you into Hogsmeade for them. Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Well, I shall endeavour to be the very best of guides, then. Hogsmeade's a charming little place. Self-contained, too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Got a little gold. Play some cricket.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
As am I. Thank you, by the way.
Of course. You're the only one who's ever bested me in a duel. The way I see it, I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Has she? That's nice.
Because I want her
I'm
to.
still surprised that a professor would entrust me with anything, given my detention record.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded. Speaking of detention, this trip to Hogsmeade might have saved me from one.
Glad I could be of service.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was on the hunt for me, as is often the case. Professor Weasley came to retrieve me, and I was able to convince old Scribner that I had somewhere to be.
Are you walking in front of me, weirdo?
So how did you manage to get to the librarian's bad side?
Well, I suspect it's a matter of differing opinions. She thinks I shouldn't be allowed in the restricted section.
Revelio.
I, on the other hand, am inclined to disagree. Oh, just one moment. This is an excellent spot to gather lacewing flies. They're pretty to look at. If you stew them long enough, they make a powerful potion ingredient.
Maybe I need to.
Levioso.
Or I can. Oh, did it just break? Give me those moonstones. So I got a Clefairy to evolve.
Merlin's beard from the Forbidden Forest. Look.
What's going on?
See for yourself. Quite a sight, isn't it?
Whoa.
You certainly don't see that every day.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest. Out of bounds to all students.
There's some flames.
Hence the name.
Very cool. Oh.
Precisely. They
Not even
danger. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Just keep running. Is collectible? Do you have stamina?
Have you had much of a chance to explore the castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the surface. Loads to see, places to discover.
Oh? Any you'd like to share with the class? Reparo.
One day. I can't go around telling you all my
What?
secrets now.
No,
can I?
sure.
Also, you still haven't told me how you became Accio.
Just blow it up.
Revelio. Accio.
Alright, need some notes. What's this? A scarf? Okay. I think I just jacked someone's scarf.
I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Revelio.
There's a kitty. Or is it a person? That's a cool looking cat. What's over here? Ooh. It said male and female. Huh.
Mr. Moon. He's the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear.
Is he a
Hello,
werewolf?
Mr. Moon. Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did, Mr. Moon?
Demi guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, and he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state.
Accio.
Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
He's drunk.
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts.
That's not good.
Revelio.
Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place. I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
Gotta get my wand.
So how would you like to do this? Weasley told me you had a list of things to get, a wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some potion recipes.
Perfect. Can't wait to see what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Very cool. to Ollivander's. Oh yeah.
Merlin, blooming beard, not again.
Earrings
I'll be
for
right
me.
with-
That's good service.
It's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking
for a new wand.
Hope there's some kind of quiz or
It's
something
about
for
time.
this.
Yes, about time.
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try.
That's what she said.
Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it.
Whoa.
Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try.
It's like an old wizard wand.
Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you.
Like a Hufflepuff or a Gryffindor.
This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you?
That shelf's all just leaning and he's just like, whatever.
There you are. Yes. I think you might be the one. Here. Take it.
Holds it behind his ear. Huh. Do I have to take that one? I think. Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Curious indeed.
How intriguing.
Cool. Oh, hold it.
What do you think? extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Of course. And a phoenix feather core is terribly selective. This will be an excellent match indeed. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Cool. And I done got me a wand.
Find myself staring moment like this.
Revelio.
Oh, lots of locks. Tons of locks. Just jacking people's stuff back here. Nothing to see here, people. Parkour!
Revelio.
Oh, there's
You
the
can't
flames.
imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented it.
What's this?
Can you believe some people struggle with simple levitation?
Those mirrors are definitely something. Well, that does open. Just come in here and eat their cupcakes. Interesting. Okay. Well, this has been fun. I'm gonna call it for the day. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be back on override. Oh, there we go. I'll be back on tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. I'm going to try to stream this every morning.